man. Took you guys long enough. I was getting fed up waiting here. Thought you might have died on the way or something.
You just can't hold back anymore, can you?
His overwhelming power is pouring out. The black flames that engulf all.
McBurn, do you remember what you said to me 2 years ago?
Interesting. You mix by any chance? Something foreign, unnatural, mixed into their body itself. Different to the church's stigmas.
Kommt vielleicht Windmutter da ins Spiel?
Looks like a pretty small part of it in your case, though.
Oder geht nur um das Herz? Mal
So
gucken.
how much of you is unnatural?
All of me. Yeah. I remember our nice little chat on the Pantagruel.
The Pantagruel? That must have been during the Civil War.
So that's what they talked about.
I finally understand what you meant back then. That part of me that was mixed in is Osborn's heart.
Ah, okay.
It's not only the source of this power of mine, but also what connected me to the curse and made me a sacrifice.
Marine!
Don't give me too much credit. I just had a hunch is all. But looking at you now, it's much more than just a small part of you. Nothing compared to me, though.
Well, of course not. How could I compare, when you're not even from this world to start with? Right, McBurn?
He's not from this world.
What does that even mean?
None of this makes any sense.
We were raised to believe that this was the one true world created by Adios. In fact, we're incapable of even considering otherwise. The existence of angels and devils on other planes was as much as we were allowed to understand. But we can't even contemplate the idea that anything might exist beyond the bounds of Samaria.
Deswegen werden die anderen Kontinente erwähnt.
What do you... There's something beyond Zemuria?
This is an example of the divergent laws. Things we simply cannot understand or even begin to explain. For example, no matter how far you try to fly or sail away from the continent, you're unable to progress past a certain point.
Das erklärt einige Fragen, die ich hatte.
What?
You're kidding me!
It's not a well-known phenomenon, but it was recently verified through research. Despite a number of attempts to figure out why, science simply can't give us an answer. Yet, similarly to the artifacts, it's something that backs the existence of Adios.
Ah, so that's where she comes in.
By attributing everything we don't understand to Adios, we stop thinking for ourselves.
Given my position, this isn't something I'm especially proud of. But the Church's stance is that so long as order is maintained in the world, we shouldn't do anything to disrupt it.
The mages and witches of the Middle Ages weren't quite as commendable, however. As such, we theorize there must be something else behind all of the mysterious events we've noticed throughout the centuries.
Moment mal. Es wurde doch gesagt, dass Emmas Mutter verschwunden ist. Wurde gesagt, dass sie verschwunden ist oder dass sie gestorben ist? Ich meine nämlich, sie ist verschwunden. Ist Emmas Mutter vielleicht hinter diese, ich sage jetzt mal, Barrikade gekommen? Auf einen anderen Kontinent? Da stellt sich immer die Frage, wer ist der Vater von Emma? Ist er vielleicht der Grund, warum Emmas Mutter dann hinter die Barriere ist?
The divergent laws. In other words, the laws that govern what lies beyond the world Adios created. And at times, certain things from beyond make it into our world, causing inexplicable phenomena.
Inexplicable phenomena? Now that you mention it.
That does ring a bell, huh, Sarah?
Oh.
Yeah, it makes sense now. Inexplicable is the only word I can think of to describe the salt pail appearing in North Ambria 28 years ago.
Yeah. It was an anomaly on a massive scale, but there was no evidence of it being related to a septarian.
After it appeared, Father Barkhorn went to conduct an investigation on it. But to be honest, the church wasn't able to reach any kind of conclusion on where it came from, so it was simply deemed a manifestation of the goddess's powers.
Dadurch, dass wir ja wissen, ne, damit ist quasi meine Theorie confirmed, dass Adios existiert und wir wahrscheinlich irgendwann noch auf sie treffen. Das befeuert eigentlich nur meine Idee, dass Adios auch die Grandmaster ist.
No one can blame them for that. We're all human in the end, and some things we simply can't understand. Yet, in spite of that, there was one group who became obsessed with discovering the truth behind it all.
Oh, boss.
They were ravenous in their pursuit, willing to go to any length, no matter how vile or demonic.
Wait! You don't mean... The DG cult. Though they focused their efforts in Crossbell, they were operating all over the continent.
In truth, though, they were being controlled by the Croix family the whole time.
Say what you want about those cultists, but they pulled off something amazing. They're the ones who created Gnosis, a drug that frees you from the shackles of this world.
Okay.
They made something like that?
But more importantly, assuming this is all true, then...
McBurn, you really are someone from beyond this world, aren't you? Hell, are you even human?
You're half right.
What is that?
The other half of me. The part of me from beyond. The half of me from here was human. That's why I look the way I do. And before you start asking, no. I don't remember a thing about what the other side is like. Only thing I remember is when my two halves fused together. We collided, ourselves mixing together so completely, there was no way to split us apart. And in the end, we became me.
So that's what you meant when you said all of you was mixed.
It's like when the Holy Beast and the Hexen clan's elder merged into one.
No, Emma. He's on a completely different level from Rose. But if that's true, then...
His true essence is that of a calamity given form. Just like the salt pail.
Now you're starting to catch on. It's been 50 years since I appeared in this world. I've been trying to figure out what I really am the whole time. Trying to dredge up any scrap of memories from where I came from. Trying to figure out what I'm even doing here. The one thing I knew for sure was that I'd need to return to my original form to get everything back. Thing is, if I did that, I'd absolutely annihilate everything around me. Just like how the salt pail did. That's why this great Twilight business is the perfect chance. The reality of the world's already being twisted and warped by all this strife they're using to reforge the Great One. So I don't have to worry one bit if my true self completely tears it apart!
Deswegen hilft er bei dem Plan. Holy, sieht der episch aus.
A devil?
Holy, fallen demon from the beyond. Meraku Baldugruang.
Yes, this feels right. This is it. My memories are still missing, though. I figured as much. I was hoping I'd be able to take on Osborn, but I guess you'll have to do. Now, give me everything you got. Draw out my full power so I can get back everything I lost.
guess we have no choice. Class 7, prepare for battle!
On my pride as a witch, I'll hold back this calamity's flames.
I'll back you up, but you guys better win, no matter what it takes!
Right!
Now this is a stage. Give me everything you got.
Ich komme nicht drauf klar, wie geil er aussieht.
Ja!
Holy, sieht der episch aus, Mann. Bitte sag mir, dass wir den nicht umbringen. Ich will mehr über ihn erfahren. McBurn's true form, with his otherworldly power unleashed, flames of destruction are but a plaything in his hand. Ich muss sagen, was das Spiel gerade wieder richtig gut macht, ist, die haben super viele Fragen beantwortet, aber mit der Beantwortung der Frage haben die noch mehr Fragen aufgeworfen.
Very well.
Ich muss das machen.
Very well. My soul is one with my sword.
Nur 86.000 Schaden und da war ein Crit.
Eternally flowing. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form.
Laura, bitte.
Behold.
Zeig mir, wie viel Schaden machst du? Auch nur 186.000.
Turn up the heat.
Oh, die Musik ist auch richtig gut.
Sorry. This is the end.
Ich fürchte leider auch.
Contestant Hellfire!
Ist dann jetzt quasi sein S-Craft. Schade, dass wir kein Character Artwork kriegen. Oh nein, nein, nicht die Scheiße. Fuck, wie krieg ich das weg? Warte mal, was macht? Restores Absolute Reflex, Reflect 2. Restores 10% HP. Das ist halt ein richtig beschissenes S-Craft, was Emma da leider hat. Elliot?
I'll do my best.
Du kannst das, glaube ich, alles entfernen, I hope. Cute Blind, Fortune. Greif mir erstmal nochmal an.
Let's go.
It's mine. It's my turn.
Elliot, mach das mal.
I'll take you to...
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Da sind zumindest alle wieder voll geheilt.
How about this?
Take this. It's down.
Weil meine Theorie, dass er der Herrscher der Hölle, also von Gehenna ist, hat sich nicht bewahrheitet. Aber ich bin sehr zufrieden, wie es jetzt ist, weil es
Very well.
so ist er quasi nochmal plotrelevanter für die Zukunft. Ja, auch Kurt, du bist ausgewichen, dann greif doch Konter bitte.
Now, let's
go.
Leave it
Understood. My turn. Let's go.
Gemini Judgment. Breaking Dawn und Two-Weighted Blade. Das sollte ausreichen. Bei Emma sag ich schon. Bei Laura hat natürlich ihr Stärke hoch und Damage hoch nicht mehr. Trotzdem Menge Schaden gemacht, aber der Break hat halt nichts gebracht. 7th Caliber. Oh Gott.
Not today!
Are you okay?
I appreciate it.
Unforgivable!
7th Caliber, let's go. Reicht das? Nee. Perfect God.
I'm up!
Oh no, ich krieg ihn storymäßig noch nicht besiegt. Das ist schlecht.
Shit! My turn. Arcus activate!
Yeah!
Probier mal das, ob das den Burn auch wegmacht.
I appreciate it.
Nee, halt noch denken können eigentlich.
Let's go. Shot.
Was?
It's some kind of divergent barrier. Maybe I can handle it.
This barrier is kind of weird, but I think I can do this.
Reed, now is the time. Summon me.
Hä? Warum hat Valimas Rufus Voice?
Yeah.
Warum hat... Nein, wirklich, warum hat Valimar die Stimme von Rufus?
Yeah.
Ich bin maximal verwirrt.
There.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
It's my turn!
How about this?
An opening!
Ja, jetzt kontert du Kurt, super.
Heed my call. Valimar, the Ashen
Nein!
Knight! Shit! Hey-ya! This is the end!
You broke through!
I can't afford to lose.
Ich weiß jetzt schon, dass der Kampf auf Nightmare ein richtiger Nightmare wahrscheinlich wird.
All right, got it.
I must continue to train.
I must train even more.
I did it!
Aber mega epischer Kampf.
I did it!
I need to keep getting better.
Und ich möchte mehr von McBurn. Bitte sag mir, dass wir McBurn jetzt nicht getötet haben. Bitte. Ich möchte mehr über ihn erfahren. Auch über Teil Trade of Cold 4 hinaus.
Huh? What's he doing?
So that's it. I spent all that time looking for answers. And it turns out...
You remember now?
That little rat Campanella sure got me good. And Ouroboros, huh? They couldn't have picked a better name than that.
He's back to normal.
How do I put this? Sorry for the trouble, guys.
Huh?
The hell's that coming from? Hold on just a second.
Well, that was certainly unexpected.
Is it safe to say you've accomplished that little goal of yours?
Yeah. Half of it, at least. Gotta admit, you guys weren't too bad. I wasn't sure you'd pull it off. Guess I should have given you more credit. Since you took down the Steel Maiden and all.
I take it you're not going to answer our questions then?
Look, I get that this is just the way you are. But we're not messing around here. A simple sorry's not gonna cut it.
If you really want to make it up to us, help us out.
That's right. You'd make for quite the asset in our battle against the Ebon Knight.
Ja, wäre auch nice. Ich wäre aber auch zufrieden, wenn ihr mir einfach jetzt 5 Stunden Flashback, wie die andere Seite aussieht.
Nah, I just get in the way.
Nein, erzähl uns mehr. Nein.
A teleportation circle.
I've got a new objective now. Think I'll pay Campanella and the Grandmaster a little visit. The Third Angus, too. Got a few choice questions for them. Should probably add the Abyss to that list. Not sure if this makes up for all the crap I put you guys through. But here, Schwarzer, Ashen Knight. Take this.
What is that?
Wow! It's so pretty!
A primordial flame. The purest essence of fire.
Hey! What's happening?
It's okay. I'm fine. Thank you, McBurn. I can feel just how powerful this gift is.
Allow me to extend my thanks as well, Overlord of the Beyond. I have no doubt this will prove invaluable for the final rivalry.
Glad to hear it. Just a heads up, you can probably only use it once. So make it count.
Understood. I appreciate it.
Noch so etwas. Wir haben doch schon so ein Ding, was wir nur einmal benutzen können, vom Holy Beast of Earth bekommen.
I don't like making friends with you or anyone else in Ouroboros, but I wish you the best of luck, McBurn. I hope you find what you're looking for, without causing any more trouble.
I'll do what I can. No promises, though. Well, Schwarzer, Class 7, try not to die, yeah? And Crow. Later.
So long, McBurn.
The hell to steal? Trying to kick our ass one second, then get all chummy the next. Drives me nuts. Honestly, same. If only he'd had that change of heart before the fight, it would have saved us some time. He might have heard from all the believable things he told us. I take it you're referring to the divergent laws and mysteries of our world that were brought to light? My whole understanding of the world has been just shattered. I know it's overwhelming, but it may be best to set aside processing all of this for later. Yeah, we have a way more pressing issue to deal with right now. Right, the Red Twilight. At least that's something I more or less understand. Let's come back to all the revelations from Ouroboros after we've wrapped up everything else. This next battle should mark the grand finale of this story. Danke, Gaius. Vierte Wand durchbrochen. Yeah, we've reached the final destination of this long journey after all. Of course, even if we managed to avert this impending disaster, there will still be the aftermath of a war to deal with. The end not in sight just yet. We're coming right up to the climax of this long series of events. Shall we head out? I don't see why not. We've got McBurn's gift to try out, don't we? Now how about you go back to the garden, Valamar? And you should come with us, Milliam. Sure. We don't have far to go, but we must not let our guard down until the end. Die Great Twilight plant mir gerade so von egal. Ich möchte eigentlich nur mehr. Ich möchte doch nur mehr jetzt über McBurn erfahren. McBurn claimed to have come from beyond the Muria and hinted at the greater truth beyond what Emma and Giles knew. Emma's mother, Isola, was a wandering witch who served as Aaron's link to the outside world. She also investigated the rivalries. Da steht halt leider nicht drin. Wurde gesagt, dass ihre Mutter gestorben ist, oder wurde gesagt, dass ihre Mutter verschwunden ist? Weil wenn sie verschwunden ist, bin ich mir ziemlich sicher, dass sie hinter dieser Divergent Law Barriere ist. This elevator goes to Imperial Fortress Core Depth.